I wanted to ask you about this. Like, I noticed you do energy work with women and coaching with men, and I was actually so curious about this designation that you do because I found a little bit of information that you've done in previous interviews about this, but I want to hear it straight from you.
Sure, sure. As far as working with women and men, and well, actually, what I'm really moving into now, and I really like is also working with couples.
Yes.
That they're paired up, and that way they're not, it's not because I don't like to have this segregation type thing as far as when it comes to the two energies and everything. I think the reason why I did that initially is because I do kind of know how we can be sometimes. Because I know when I first saw this, and I'm a pretty, I've always think I'm a pretty decent dude,
I believe so. I
but
agree.
when I first saw this, Davika,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, very much it was like, oh, this is a new tool for me to turn some women out, like Friday night special, red light, So
I
I didn't
appreciate
see
your honesty.
anything, remotely conscious about it, about healing or anything. I just wanted to make some toes curl, you know.
I love it. And here we are talking about what you have found on this wonderful, this is, you had your introduction and then you got in and you were like, whoa, this is like not what I thought it was going to be.
It was way bigger. Like to that point, Davika, the first session that I saw live had this beautiful woman on the table, and Nitiyama before he started the session, he went into this very deep meditation, and when he started his like a prayer beforehand, the woman was naked on the table. You don't have to be, but she was, and he just went into this place of thanking her and thanking all of the women that he ever been with, both intimate or done the energy work with. And everybody, please apologize with my throat. I went to a Hare Krishna chanting thing the other day, and I kind of overdid
Oh
it.
my gosh. It's all
Hare
good.
Krishna,
We can
Hare
keep
Krishna,
it
Krishna
going.
Krishna, Hare Hare, you know. And but so he did this deep, prayerful, meditative, very a lot of respect and respect on her and everything, and it was just beautiful. And it was in that I was like, oh wow, like okay, what it's like something like a light bulb went off from that. And then as the session went into, she went through crying, she went through laughing, she went through orgasms, and then after all that was done, she went into this deep state of nirvana, or what we might call samadhi or hotep, whatever you want to call it, this deep state of peace. And it was like waves of just peace just coming off of her. Like she would, like her body was a portal,
Yeah.
and just peace was coming through. And that's when it really, I think, that's when the light bulb went off, and it was like, okay, this is about more than that.
That must have been an amazing experience to see because I know when you see things like that, you can also really feel and embody that energy. Like, I can't even imagine what that was like, that catalytic moment for you.
Oh man, and then to follow up on that is that in talking to the woman that was on the table, she says she's very. This is how deep it was. She was like, this is not something she would normally like. I thought like in my head, oh, like this woman, she's probably a freak. She loves to do stuff like this. This woman said that she never would have done anything like this. Like his energy made her feel so protected and so safe that she was able to get naked in front of about 20 to 25 strangers. She said she never had did anything like this before, let alone to do it in front of strangers.
It's amazing.
But he held such a deep, loving, divine, masculine energy for her that she felt completely safe doing it.
It's amazing. Actually, this is a great thing. So let's say we have somebody like watching this right now who's kind of curious about holistic intimacy, sacred sex, and everything we're talking about. But let's say they're at that point right now. Like let's say it's a guy who's really into the whole pickup artistry stuff, and maybe he's
Uh-oh.
here for the same like that initial concept of I'm going to get a quick fix out of this and figure out how to really key into women right now. What do you have to say to them? To add on to what you just said. Like if you have to encapsulate it and give a quick soundbite to them.
All right, so I would say, dude, listen up. Like if I was talking to the younger me,
Yes.
You know, like, man, there's so much more to life, and then there's so much more to these women that just reverence it. You know, reverence your breath, reverence every time that a woman opens herself up to you. You know, whether it's her legs or her heart, her is something so meaningful, and to just go deeper into that. You know, I can't put into words about that, but it's just a deep, yeah, a deep reverence. You know, to just and to allow yourself to feel that, because I know as a dude, sometimes I tell this story like um, in my teens and my early 20s. I remember, you know, like I would get with a woman and, you know, maybe things would go good, maybe we have sex or, you know, just, but very early on, I would see this look in her eyes, this, what I would call a yearning, and it scared the fuck out of me. And I was like, get away from me. What the fuck? What are you doing? Like, why are you looking at me like that? We only have sex once, or, you know, we're just talking. Like, it's not that deep. Like, this is just a booty call. Like, and it just scared me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I come to realize later what that yearning was about, because she has so much to offer us, so much gifts. If we just allow ourselves to open up to that, and it will really make your life a lot richer.